Rashford is set to join Barcelona on loan with an option to buy for around 30 million. I think this is a good signing for everyone involved. Rashford wanted Barcelona. Barcelona needed a left winger. They needed another attacker, and Man United wanted to get rid of Rashford. I believe it is 30 million. The loan with the option to buy is 30 million, and I think Barcelona have got a key player for the next upcoming season. I'm not. He's not going to go into and straight into a starter. I believe they will start with the same team they started last season. Um, but with time, with performances, if he starts good, if he starts putting in goals, putting in assists, putting on performances. I think he has ability to be a starter throughout the season, either at left wing or at striker. That is one of the things that is good about Rashford. He can play in both those positions at a high level when he is has his confidence. And Rashford is a big confidence player because when he has that confidence, he is one of the best players, one of the best left wingers or strikers in the world. He's very good on his day. He's and one of the things that Barca needs to do is that to make sure he's not one of those on his day player and that he's a consistently good performing GA player. But I think Rashford has the ability to succeed at Barcelona. I mean, with Hansi Flick, I rate Hansi Flick very high. He's very good at training his attackers. Hansi Flick has gone other players to have great seasons. Hansi Flick has trained Gnabry, Coleman, even Rafinha last season to have amazing seasons. So him with Rashford, I think he will succeed with Rashford. I think Rashford is the type of player Hansi Flick wants. High flying, fast, good striker, but good ball striker. And Hansi Flick made Gnabry succeed. He made Kingsley Coman succeed. He made Rafinha Ballon d'Or contender. So we'll see what he has to do with Rashford. So I do believe he will succeed under Hansi Flick's management. Um, like I said, he could play on the left. He could play as striker. He could play both those positions. And with I think one of the main important things is that Barcelona has a lot of players that are good on the ball. Like give them the ball to feet and they will do something. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Dani Olmo. These are all players that you have to give them the ball to feed to create a play, to attack. But the thing with Rashford is he is very good running behind defenses, attacking the center backs, attacking his right wing, his right back. He's very good at making those runs. I think, like Mourinho once said, I think when he was at Tottenham facing Manchester United, he told his players, the midfielder, which was Pogba at the time, was going to get the ball and do that long pass over the defenders to Rashford. And I think you might see a couple Cubarsí assists to Rashford. I believe you'll see a couple Pedri assists to Rashford with those long balls. I think you're going to see a lot of those, especially from Cubarsí. We all know how good he is at those long balls, those behind the defense. And with Rashford running down behind those defenders, you will see him succeed with those too. I think I think he has to come in. He looks happy. Like you see the pictures, that man looks so happy to leave United, so happy to join Barcelona because he knows he's not going to be playing with the likes of Hoyland. He's not going to be playing with the likes of I rate Amad Diallo, but it's different levels. He's not going to be playing with you know Ugarte. He's not going to be playing with 30-something-year-old Casemiro. He's going to be playing with the best of the best. He's going to be playing with the Ballon d'Or contender Rafinha. You're going to be playing with the best upcoming youngster and one of the best players in the world, if not the best, Lamine Yamal. You're going to be playing with Lewandowski, with Pedri, with Frankie. So he looks very happy to be at Barcelona. Um, and a lot of people are don't trust this transfer. And one of the other things that I think is was important for Barcelona is the big games. A lot of people don't really talk about it, but I do believe Rashford is one of the best. Is a very good big game player. And at Aston Villa, I was questioning him a little bit when he was there because he was mostly playing striker. Um, he put Ollie Watkins on the bench, and the one game where I was like, this man is different. This man could make his comeback if he chooses the right team, the right system, the right manager. Was the game against PSG. Aston Villa PSG, where Aston Villa was so close to making a comeback. If it weren't for, I believe, Unai Emery taking out Rashford. Rashford was cooking that PSG defense. Um, One of the goals, he he just he was so fast. Aston Villa versus PSG. Aston Villa were so close, man, so close, and it was due to Rashford. Rashford was immense against that defense, counterattacking and just being dangerous all the time. He looks so fast. His passing, his defense, his ball striking, his everything just looked on point. He was so quick, so skillful, and that's one of the games where like, okay, if he chooses the right team, if he chooses the right system, if he chooses the right coach, I think he will succeed. And Barca is in need of that, I believe, for this upcoming season. I think everyone's looking at Barca to make that go for the Champions League. Their players keep talking about the Champions League. I forgot what player it was, but they said like they smelled the badge and they said it smelled like Champions League or something like that. I forgot who it was, and I think Barca is looking for the Champions League. They know they got the league. They know Madrid is not in a good moment right now, and I think the Champions League is their go to this season. And someone like Rashford putting up performances, either even if it's coming off the bench or starting, I think he is one of those players that can help Barcelona reach that Champions League goal. I mean, just imagine Barca after at the end of the season don't want to pay the 30 million, and Rashford goes back with the Champions League medal to Manchester United and to Amarim, who didn't want him. If Amarim is still there, but just I don't know. I just think about it. Just think about it a little bit. Um, Loan option to buy with 30 million. I think 30 million is a bargain for 27-year-old, especially if he does have a good season. He looks happy. We'll see how he does. I'm a Madrid fan, and I've always liked Rashford. I like Man United. I like Rashford. I have been critical of him in the past, but Rashford, it's just like they took his number. I don't think he's been treated fairly, and I just think he's a very good player that's ready to hit his second prime, as you may say. And he looks happy. We'll see how he does. And yeah, well, let's see how he does.